What's up, it's Abilene here, and today we're playing Alice Warped Wonderland. Touch to start? Okay. New game? Beginning a new game, well, I just opened this up. Curious what this is. My dog is acting wild. My dogs are acting wild. Okay, we will be back once this loads. Quick little update, we're halfway through it. It's taking a good little bit to actually get it to load. This is gonna be another quiet Let's Play because my mom and my sister are sleeping, so... Where's my dog chewing on? What are you chewing on? Oh, you have a cookie. Okay. We'll be back once it loads. And it's just about finished loading, so... I wonder what this game's gonna be about. Warning, the game contains depictions of fear and extreme horror. Viewer discretion is advised. Alice. Our Alice. Your arms, your legs, your head, your voice. Please give them to us. The hell? No! If this world exists only to hurt you, throw it away. No. A body torn to pieces sleeps quietly, wrapped in a blanket of madness. Okay then. Now, a nightmare from which you will never awaken begins. Viewer discretion is advised, people. Chapter 1. Forever After School. Okay. This is creepy. Well, not creepy, but cool. After waking up from a dream, the line between dreams and reality is blurred. And even if you've been awake for a while, what is a dream and what is reality? And what is reality may be oblivious. Huh? What is this? I stared blankly at the figure before me. Sharp yellow teeth lined the inside of a mouth shaped like a crooked crescent moon. Sounds like Cheshire. What a big mouth you have, like the wolf that ate Little Red Riding Hood. Okay then. Good morning, Alice, spoke the mouth. ... Wait, a mouth? Ah, I snapped to my attention. Who are you? I was so startled that I nearly fell out of my chair. The figure was leaning over its arms and legs and had pierced itself on top of the desk in the sturdy room. Why is someone on top of the desk? Never mind that. Who is this person? The school is off limits to non-students and non-facility members. At least it's supposed to be. The subconscious figure's face was hidden beneath the hood. I thought it was the blood. Oh goodness. The hood of the cloak. All I could see was its grinning mouth. There are no school or sports festivals today. There is no reason for such a strange person to be here. I slowly stood up from a chair and backed away. Why is no one? Huh? It was then I realized nobody else was around. I was alone with the strange hooded figure. Huh? Where is Yukino? That's right. I came here with my friend Yukino to study, didn't I? Still half asleep. My memory was hazy as I tried to remember what had happened. Then I accidentally fell asleep. Yukino is not here, said the hooded figure, still perched atop the desk. Such a deep voice. Is it a man? But his slender chin rather looks feminine. Wonder if she went home without me. Sunlight leaked through the window, painting the room a dark shade of red. The sun will set soon. Yukino is not here. A hooded figure repeated itself as it responded to my muttering. Well, then I'm gonna go home too. Slowly backed away, keeping my gaze fixed on the figure perched atop of the desk. My movement stiff. I gradually made my way to the door. I need to tell the teacher. There's a weird person here. touched the door handle and was about to walk out of the study room, but against my better judgment, I glanced behind me. Okay, I'm not gonna scream, but ah! I loudly slammed my back up against the door. The figure was right behind me, practically nestled up against me. Shiver. Too close. He's too close. When did he sneak up on me? I didn't hear him make a sound. My body dragged against the door as I slid down to the floor. The figure just looked down at me with a satisfied grin on his face. Oh, that's creepy. Can I help you with something? Who are you? I'm the Cheshire Cat. No, you ain't. Cheshire Cat, you're not from around here, are you? Now, Alice, let's chase after the White Rabbit. No, thank you. What rabbit? Huh? What's this about a rabbit? Are you looking for a rabbit? That's fine and all, but I wish he wouldn't stand so close to me. That thought entered my head as I sat there, my back still pressed up against the door. I am not looking for it. You're going to chase after it, Alice. No, I'm not. Who is Alice? You. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not Alice. I shook my head violently. Oh, so that's it. You're just mistaking me for someone else. I breathed a sigh of relief. Of course I want to know what he's talking about. It all makes sense now. I'm not mistaken. Who wouldn't mistake Alice for anyone? But I'm not Alice. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. I'm telling you. My name is... I'm not going to butcher that name. ... Okay. I mean, my name might sound like Alice, but I am native Japanese. My English is pretty bad, so that means I feel certain determination. I am not Alice. Cheshire Cat paused, then nodded his head. All right, Alice, let's chase the White Rabbit. No, thank you. My words, they aren't getting through to him at all. Why did I even bother explaining? Speechless, I looked up at the figure. I couldn't see anything inside his hood, except darkness, a gloomy, oppressive darkness. It looked like it would have swallowed me whole. A shiver ran down my body. Suddenly, the darkness came closer. The figure held out its hand. Without thinking, I opened the door and ran away. I opened the door and ran out of the study room. What? But as soon as I ran out the door, my feet came to a stop. The hallway had no end. Oh goodness. It stretched out on and on until it became a hazy blur. What is this? When did the hallway become like this? How is this even possible? At first I thought rubbing my eyes would make it go away. But there was no change in the sight I beheld. I started to feel dizzy. Anyway, I need to get to downstairs. That was my initial thought, but I quickly discovered that the stairs had vanished too. They should have been next to the study room, but all I saw was a white wall. I just stood there, dumbfounded. What could this possibly mean? The situation was so strange. I blurted that question aloud despite myself. Is something wrong, Alice? I heard the Cheshire Cat's voice behind me. For a moment I hesitated, then I decided to act. Nothing is wrong, I shouted without turning around, then broke into a fierce run down the hallway. A strange figure or a strange hallway, which is better. There was no way of knowing, but I chose the hallway. I ran, and then I came to a stop. Ha 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 ha. Running is not my strong suit. Why do I have to run as fast as I can inside the school? I placed my arms on my knees and took some rough breaths. After taking a deep breath, I looked behind me. The study room seemed very, very small now. Just past the door, a gray solid... I don't know what that word is. Stood inside the study room. It was the strange figure I rejected. He didn't chase after me. He just stood there. Ugh. It would be scary if he came after me, but it's scary that he didn't. When I looked ahead, I still couldn't see the end of the hallway. Did I make the wrong choice? That question arose in my mind, but I ignored it and continued running forward. I trudged through the hallway. I couldn't bring myself to return to the study room. Even if I went back, there's no escape. So if I can't go back, I must move forward. The long hallway was dead quiet. I shouted out loud a few times, but there was no response. Okay, this is messed up. It seems like there really is no one here. Why? I wonder where everyone could have gone. There was a window on the side of the hallway. From the window, I could see the front courtyard. Everything inside was tinted red from the sunset. Just jump out the window. There was no... What do you have? Don't let me get back. Anyways, there was no one out there either. No cars, no bicycles, not a single sound. What could have happened? An orderly row of classrooms were to be left. The plates that should display the classroom numbers were blank. Though this should be a familiar environment, there was something cold and distant about it. What should I do? Someone? Is there anyone here? As if praying, I walked by each classroom and peered inside. After opening yet another door, my feet came to a halt. A strange figure stood in the middle of the classroom. Good, there's someone here. Excuse me. I was about to run over to him, but suddenly caught myself. What is that? At first glance, his slacks and white button-up shirt made him look like a businessman. Then I saw something no normal businessman would have. No, it was something that no normal person would have. From his head jutted two white ears as if they were reaching for the sky. A rabbit costume? But it looks too real to be a costume. And that's not all. I could see through him and make out the scenery behind him. He's transparent. Excuse me. I carefully stepped into his view. My breath left me. Oh, that's creepy. His face and arms were covered in fluffy white fur, and red nose protruded from his face. This is definitely not a costume, but his right hand was the most shocking thing about him. The fur on the rabbit's hand was drenched with thick, sticky blood. Why does he have blood on his? Is that the rabbit's blood, or does it belong to someone else? The white rabbit held it all against his wet red chest. The doll was about the size of a baby, but it had no arms or legs or even a head. The white rabbit cradled this plump childlike body as if it was very important to him. And then I heard a soothing lullaby. Arms, arms, arms. Where could your arms be? If you don't have arms, you can't pet me. A drop of blood ran down the rabbit's hand, sliding against the doll's belly before it plopped to the floor. Fresh blood, as if it just recently killed someone. It's not enough. The rabbit's voice made my body twitch. His eyes were still fixed on the doll in his arms. He was ignoring my presence. No, maybe he hadn't even noticed me yet. No, it's not enough. I must hurry. With that, the white rabbit aimlessly walked towards the door in front of him. His incorporeal body effortlessly passed the desk. Just before the rabbit went through the closed door, his muttering reached my ears. Alice. No, thank you. Finally, the rabbit passed through the classroom door and disappeared. No, thank you. What just happened? I stood in place dumbfounded. Again. A rabbit ghost, or was it a hallucination? Probably a hallucination. So many curious things have been happening, I'm not sure how to react. This isn't a dream, is it? Probably not. There was a small pool of blood where the white figure had been standing. It had proof that wasn't an hallucination. Droplets of blood that had been pulled on the ground had oozed their way to the door. When I opened the door, the trail of blood continued down the hall. I stared intently down the hall, just walked the other direction. Just like before, there was no end in sight. As if I were being invited by the red trail, I continued to walk down the hallway. No, don't do that! How far have I been walking? I finally reached the end just when I started to feel more bored by the hallway than scared. Oh, what? My feeling of relief quickly gave way to disappointment. As I got closer, it became more obvious that it was just a wall. A dead end? When I've walked this far. I grew more discouraged as I approached the wall when I noticed a tiny, tiny door. Wow, that's a small door. It'd be 8 inches tall if that. For such a small door, it even had details like a doorknob, like doorknobs. It's so cute. It's a mini door. But what's this door even doing here? I grabbed the doorknob and twisted it and opened the door easily enough. When I lowered my head to peer through the door, I saw a hallway much like the one I was in. There was one key difference. A staircase. If I can get to the other side of the door, I can go down those stairs. Then maybe I can go outside. The other side of this door. My happiness quickly deflated. How can I even fit through such a tiny door? I don't know. I stood dusting off my school uniform. Well, this is a problem. I guess I have no choice but to use the curtains to climb down the balcony. I'm not exactly afraid of heights, but I'm not very athletic. If I fall from the 4th floor, will I die? No, we probably get a not sprained, but broke ankle or something. With those thoughts, I opened the door to the nearest classroom. My feet stopped at the entrance. The classroom was different from the others. A colorful paper chain and paper flowers decorated the classroom. The students' desks and chairs were pushed to the back, leaving an open space in front of the classroom. That is creepy. I would say no to that. Hold on. Give me that. Okay. We'll do this again. It was like a birthday or going away party in elementary school. Okay then. I would have but instead of a lively atmosphere, the classroom was silent. There was various drawings on the blackboard, and in the center, wet red letters. "Welcome home, our Alice," was written. It looked fresh, as if it's just been written recently. Alice? I murmured that name as I stared at the blackboard. I had heard this name a lot today. In front of the blackboard, on top of the teacher's podium, was a rather large basket. Upon closer inspection, a slip of paper lay on top of the basket. "Eat me, no thank you," was written on it. What could it be? I wondered if there's food inside. Casually opened the basket. Inside there was a white arm, severed at the elbow. "No, thank you." I ran as fast as I could back to the hallway. I only stopped running once I ran out of breath. My legs began to shake as soon as I stopped, and I sank to the floor. What was that just now? It looks like someone with a child's arm. That red stuff where it was cut was that blood. A wave of nausea suddenly hit me, and I covered my mouth. No, it can't be. No running in the No running in the hallway, Alice. I panicked and looked behind me. But there was nobody there. Over here.
The voice came from above. I looked up and saw someone crouched on the top of the cupboard. It's Cheshire. I encountered the study room. I believe he called himself the Cheshire Cat. What a strange person. I looked up at the man, dumbfounded. Again, there wasn't a whole lot of space between the cupboard and the ceiling, yet somehow this person had compressed himself to fill that space. What are you doing in a place like that? It was so bizarre, I could feel my composure weakening. And then the man jumped down, still grinning without making a sound. What is the matter, Alice? Are you hungry? I am not hungry. There was a severed arm over there. What should I do? Oh yes, I need to call the police. While I sat on the ground in panic, the person across from me seemed unfazed by all this. She just silently looked down at me, grinning. I swallowed my saliva in one loud gulp. Run away. I started to have doubts almost immediately. This person, that arm, but it's just me and this person here, and if I didn't do it, then that can only mean... Is something wrong, Alice? I calmed my trembling legs and stood up. No, don't come anywhere. Don't come any closer. Murderer. After blurting those words, I quickly turned around and ran. This is just a morbid thing. I made it back to the hallway, but I got lost shortly thereafter. Can we actually pause this? Save. Okay. We're just gonna save this. Anyways, guys, this was this creepy story. If you want me to do another episode, comment down below. See you in the next video, guys. Love you guys. Bye.